Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the You Got a Minute Fam podcast. We are a day late, but we are doing the best we can with the schedule of the Sunday football show, which I need to do that to plug the Sunday football show. Facebook Live between 11 and 11:30. I'll try to do 11. We had more people listen when it was 11, but I'll put out some invites. But of course, always support the brand. Give us 5 stars. Support all the podcasts on the IB Podcast Network and the Facebook Live show on Sunday, the NFL Countdown Preview, never found a name for it show. As always, I'm joined by my personal Starscream, aka Actively Lazy.
Did you just veto your own name to the show? Is that like a trait that you have that you took from Vince McMahon? You just don't like anything?
You know, he's famous for like, they write the scripts all day and he'll just make them start over and tear it up. And you got to scripts again, like right before the Raw. Well, I mean, I never, this was in my mind. I mean, it's the NFL, IBN NFL kickoff show, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. It's hard to name all these shows and y'all keep creating new ones. So it's hard to name all these shows, man. God. Keith did get mad, not mad, but he had low key felt this because he said he's doing the backdoor cover without me. It was so sad.
I said that I was trying to do something separate. Like I wasn't like the backdoor
cover. We gotta brand it. I don't care.
Nah, go ahead and clarify it on air, Keith.
I don't care.
That won't really meet, bro. That won't really meet.
No, so
I completely understand. I completely understand.
Separate. This internal stuff y'all get to see. You wanted to do something. I'm watching this decision. He was definitely in, but you want to do something a little bit separate and go deep into your gambling. And Keith is a good host for you, or whatever. But you want to go something different. But I don't want to have another show that has yet another name. People got to be able to follow what we're doing. Like when they see it come in their feed, if they see backdoor cover, they automatically know it's gambling. Like people work quickly with these things. So
ESPN doesn't treat Stephen A. Smith like this is all I know.
No, they just do every damn show. I mean,
yeah, he got a Stephen A. Smith show. I'm gonna just make an IBS Yeezy show. You probably
Sports
like
Center
that.
Starring Stephen A. Smith. First take starring Stephen A. Smith. Like it's like, oh my god. So it's not a diss against you, Keith. But
oh my god,
they say
they didn't score.
He wasn't in. They had.
I hate Mike McCarthy.
I don't understand that. That's the most ridiculous call I've ever seen. But whatever. They had to have blown the whistle at the first forward progress, but he kept on a sneak. You get a second on a short on 4th and short. You always get a second effort. That's how I understand. But anyway, if y'all, we were doing this during the Cowboy game, so we might get distracted. And right now we're at the 4th and 1 where that did the quarterback sneak and he supposedly did not get in. But getting to our group, they're trying to rob my team. They should have took the bet. See. The cowards in the group, but I guess we'll discuss that too. But we got some fines. There's this guy, man, and he just doesn't fit. Sometimes people aren't good fits. I think his name is John, maybe, or Mabry, or something like that. A friend of Aaron Cillian. But sometimes guys aren't good fits. If you come in here and you wanted to be a LeBron, Kobe group, it's not the group for you. If you come in with weird humor or you're like a fanboy and you're going to put up cowboy memes or whatever from 10 years ago, it's not the group for you. So this guy, I've given him a couple chances. One time I kicked him out. Aaron wanted him back, so I brought him back. Didn't even charge him any kind of all-star fees or anything. Brought him back. Then he said something else stupid. I suspended him 28 days. He served the suspension. Then came back and showed us a email or a DM that he sent to Eagles tackle LJ Maliata. And basically, he was pestering this man to know his true weight. And he called him a big, magnificent specimen. Even through the Naomi Osaka stuff, I never felt sorry for an athlete on social media. You know, this is a great game, as in crazy. Yeah, that's what you want to see, the real Jalen Hurts there. But even through all the sagas, like I don't feel bad for people on social media. Look, you're famous. You're getting millions of people that say adoring things. If you let that rock hit you with the one bad person. But I never anticipated somebody would be into a grown man's inbox asking them how much they weigh. That's just something that I can't comprehend from a saltine humor or saltine need to know stuff. I can't do it. I can't understand it.
Bro, I don't know, man. With the risk of coming off homophobic, that's some gay ass shit, man. Like,
And the thing is, he's not. Like,
I don't want to. No man that size wants another man in general in his inbox.
Yeah.
Let alone a guy talking about he's a magnificent specimen. Like, if this was like an invitation to do a cuck or something, then maybe he might be willing to at least entertain it just so he can get close to your wife or whatnot. But like, we're just talking football. Like, you're doing too much, man. Mayock is the only person that can get away with it. Yeah, they can get away with saying some real, like some real suspect type stuff.
You have to talk about a man's physical, prowess. But like, I don't understand how he thinks that's funny. Then he said it's a joke. It's not a joke. You were literally looking for an answer from this guy, and then you followed up. Great win. How much do you weigh? Like, man, what kind of weird? No, I don't want somebody that weird in my group, and I don't want somebody that thinks that we would be entertained by an unanswered DM that you're doing a stand thing on somebody, and you want to know another grown man's weight. I have never wanted to know another grown man's weight. I just don't. Like, even when you're boxing, I just observe the weight. Or like, I've speculated about maybe LeBron, because I wanted to know if he was 260 or 280 at one point. But very rare to I want to know. And I definitely wouldn't DM another man's weight. Sorry.
Weird flex, Saltine. I mean, you know what? In this rare instance, I won't put this on the whole race of Saltine.
Yeah, this is not.
Although this is borderline something y'all be into with these little like dick jokes and stuff like that. But I'll give you a pass and just put this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's borderline. It's like the next level for Zynga. God knows what Zynga. What do you think Dominic Zynga emails or inboxes Ravens players? I guarantee he's inbox some weird stuff, some DM, some weird stuff.
He's probably offered his mom to Justin Tucker.
Look, I can't blame her. That was a hell of a kick. But that was a hell of a kick. I wouldn't even say nothing. I was like, man, look, that's a good kick. That dude, that's the GOAT. All right, we had Mike Grimm, who's been more active. I love when Mike's in the group. I know you have some things to say, but Mike Grimm. When Mike Grimm is active, I'm happy. He's creative and he gets the group. And he didn't really find, but he publicly shamed Ashley Smith, because Ashley Smith had no idea that Adele had lost all that weight. It's been 2 years. And the best thing about that thread is numerous members of Team Nickel, and I think everybody knows my love for Adele, so it went without saying, said big Adele could have got it. Much less skinny Adele could have got it. And of course, Salty is like, well, yeah, now I like her. But, the Team Nickel was like, no, we were good for her before. I mostly like her because of her talent or whatever. And that makes you love somebody if they're like, they got that kind of talent. I think she's got like one of the best voices I've ever heard. But for some reason, Ashley was a little late to the party of Adele losing weight. And this was in reference to her coming out, not that way, but coming out with the relationship with LeBron's agent, Rich Paul.
Yo, first of all, we need to stop giving this chick Ashley a lot of press, all right? So we can figure out. Look, Ashley is a guy with the girl in this profile who's also named Ashley. We've never confirmed this, if it's really a chick or if it's really a dude.
Well, we knew him. I knew him.
He, she.
I think he was in the.
I don't know what his pronoun is. They posted a picture, but anybody can post a picture and say, like, because there's still a guy in the profile, so the chick could have posted a picture of a guy. Like, we might have to get one of our female members, just for the sake of no controversy. We might need to get one of our female members to call catfish on this and get some video evidence. And
Ashley in a weird way, and this will be juicy. Well,
it's not. Wait, hold on. First of all, you're not going to defend him after he disrespected Adele. That's what we're not going to do on this podcast. The whole point of you bringing this up is so you could really flame him. That's how I know you soft on these soft teams, bro. I just literally Adele is your untouchable. That's like when my
he
friend
apologized. He apologized.
Bro, my friend Ryan Racky insulted Kelly Rowland. He apologized, and I still speared his ass out the door. There's a video and a picture of me spearing him for insulting Kelly Rowland. This is the line. Adele is your line that you cannot cross. And
Well,
he
I just finished
disrespected her.
talking to him before the podcast, so it's hard to blame on somebody when you finish having a conversation with him. We've been like talking for some reason. We've been talking during the Monday Night Football games. We've been like kind of chatting during the games. So I guess yeah, I get a little soft on him. But anyway,
we black, bro. That don't matter.
You know, that stuff's over. That Floyd stuff is faded, man. But anyway, this is a thing. So before his ex-girl was in the group, it still is in the group. And so I started kind of talking to her and DMing her before I realized it was Ashley's girl. This is like 7-8 years ago. And so I do know, I can confirm that it is indeed, and it was just friendly once I realized it was Ashley's girl. But you know, I can confirm that he is a guy, to the best of my knowledge.
You need to clarify that. That sounds suspect too. I don't like it.
But I shared a little bit. See, I'm fodder too. I was sliding in DMs. Back in the day, I used to, anytime we got an attractive girl, I used to, that's part of my being a commish before they started paying me the all-star fees.
Man, you sound like you about to get a real, can we get this in writing that I'm actually second in command or Corey second in command, just in case you gotta step down, the boy gotta vote you off? Because R. Kelly just got guilty on all charges. Man.
I don't want anybody to bring up the screenshots. Let me tell
you. I'm going to defend you to the character that I know, but make sure I clarify that I'm not privy to his DMs and how he acts when he's not on the clock. So
the Jarwin, there we go. Is that Jarwin? Blake Jarwin?
That's all I'm saying.
Have Blake Jarwin? I can't even remember. They're all white tight ends look alike. Yeah, we scored. But no, just say, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? How you doing, honey? I'm the commish. That's just sometimes what I do. But if they ever dig up the Jackie Torrey story, I don't know if you read the group.
I was there. I was there.
Yeah. That's a bad one. That's not a good one for the Me Too era, even though it wasn't that bad. But what I said was so mean that they would put it in Me Too. But anyway, so if you know that story, one day maybe we'll do a what do you call those things? An oral history, or we'll do something like that and talk about the Jackie Torrey story. But it goes deep. I lost my train of thought. Oh, we were talking about Ashley and Adele, and went down to a dark place. All right, we find you banned Michael Quash. First time I said it out loud. Michael Quash from Team Nickel Facilities. I fined him $400K for using saltine humor. I'm gonna try to and sadly this got 23 likes, but I'm gonna try to describe it the best way I can. There's a meme going around that tries to show when men are excited, and it shows our strength all over the room after an exciting event. And I don't know what he was saying it in reference to. Oh, he said Cowboys talking about Micah Parsons. And I was really disappointed that a nickel would post that. I would understand it for a saltine, but he is a Washington football team fan, so I'm not super shocked that he would go into that kind of culture, but it is disappointing.
Michael Quash is the single most disappointing thing that happened to the African American culture this week, and we'll just leave it at that.
It's just Team Nickel shouldn't be engaged in those. That's like when you go to like a white school at college or high school, you just start to assimilate, and then you get back around your black friends. They're like, bro, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
And once again, we don't do that here, okay?
Exactly. That's just, I mean, and it's too, you know how hard I work to eliminate saltine humor from the group? Even the All-Stars don't really do it. And to have a brother do it, to have a Team Nickel member do it, it's very disappointing, Michael. Sorry. This actually happened today. I like Tim Childers, I guess. Sometimes you never say these guys' names out loud, but Tim Childers, maybe it's something else, but I don't care. Tim, you're not an all-star. But I find him and Mark Crowley, because I've been doing on Mondays, every football season, I say, describe your team's week, insert whatever it is, performance in one word. I put all caps one, because for years, people can't do one word. So Tim says, what did he actually say? Mark said promising or disappointing, but I've run out of disappointment at this point. It's like a whole paragraph. And then Tim said finally a win. He's a Falcons fan. Bro, why can't we just do one word? We do these exercises for variety. If group would be really boring if I just asked, how do you think your team did today? Like, like you gotta mix it up. So they ruin it every time. If I give them two options, they choose something off the board. If I say one word, they're gonna do a paragraph. Like, bro, why? Y'all make it so hard as a content provider. So I find him, but I didn't want to mute him because I thought that was harsh. And I like him because he does, I like him. He gets good posts and everything. And he's sort of funny for a all team. But then my boy Mike came in and used his all-star mute to mute him for a whole day.
I liked him. He's growing on me too.
He does grow.
He really came to popularity with me during the heel tray? That's what I'm gonna start calling him now. Heel tray.
He loves the Hawks.
Yeah, it was awesome. And plus, prior to him,
and he hates Luka, so that's
obviously is endearing to me. But I was gonna say prior to him being vocal about Trae Young, it was really only a handful of us that were still out here saying that, hey, look, I'm pretty sure the Hawks won this trade. But it's good to see like a real Georgia, Atlanta-based fan in all things. I know it's probably very traumatic at times, but
does he like UGA? Does he like University of Georgia too? Is he?
I'm pretty sure he does.
I guess
he takes it. No, he likes Georgia Tech. I think I saw him say something about Georgia Tech. Yeah, so I mean, he takes it in stride, so it's all good.
Yeah, so we like you, Tim. I'm not gonna say we don't give you the love you thing. I don't love anybody that's not giving me any kind of money on just using my site for free. But we like you, Tim. I couldn't pull the trigger. Marcus makes the page, and it's nothing but negative. You called him out for supporting Scott Frost. He dug really.
No, it wasn't me. It was Jay.
No, you did. Didn't you do the post that said?
No, Jay.
Scott Frost.
Saturday. I think Jay did. If I did it, it came from Jay though. Like it wasn't really my idea.
So he did that, and then Marcus dug through the realm and did a bump. And this is the bump segment. And found where Jay said, basically Jay said, "Yeah, I support him, man. I think we could get 7-8 wins the first year." Spoiler alert: they did not get 7 or 8 wins. Are we exposing Jalen Hurts?
Look, man. Our college football chats are very volatile right now.
I'm sure.
To the point where the calm head in the group is hollow, which is really bad.
Hollow in the college football.
We've all. Well, I'm kind of the whipping boy as a Florida State fan, but I find a way to manipulate somebody into helping me get some clout. So we've been jumping and smacking each other all like the last 2 weeks. It's just a free for all right now until we can get the college football scene settled. Everybody's bumping everything. Everybody been wrong about everything over the last year or so. I mean, I can't wait till they start bumping Ryan Day posts that actually mean something. So we're all gonna have to eventually. We're all gonna have to answer to something at some point.
They all mean something, sir. And I did a bump, and I said I'm still waiting on this great football team defense I keep hearing about. Now I had no idea. I never thought the football team, or as you call them, the John Does, I never, ever, 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 ever thought their defense would be this bad. Like, the defense actually is not good. I thought it would be overrated, like middle of the pack. They actually are a bad defense right now. And so there were so many football team fans saying this is going to be their calling card. And oh my gosh, this defensive line. And that's literally all you have. And they just aren't good. They literally are not good on defense.
Yeah, and it's just like, to sum it up, like we told y'all when y'all got Ron Rivera what it was. Like, Ron Rivera is not a winning coach. I love him to death, but he's the guy. He's blue collar. He works hard and he has a good attitude and everything. And you root for him because he's not an asshole, but he's not necessarily good at what he does. He was great that one year when Cam was MVP, but I mean, honestly, if you look at his coaching record, that was it. Everything else is basically under 500. So he's gonna bring some order to the franchise per se, but doesn't result in wins.
Ron
The
Rivera
defense,
is the Cole Beasley of coaches. Hate
yeah.
to say it. Hate to
So
say it.
I'm actually I'm waiting for the all 22s to come out for this week, but I was gonna go back and try to look at the first three games of the season because I have an idea or I have an opinion on what I think I see in Chase Young that's different and why he's like struggling this year. But other than that, my boy Josh Allen put on, so it is what it is.
He
I
definitely
can't
brought the
wait.
show again.
I can't wait for the recap show this week with Joe Matt. Woo! I
Yeah,
can't
Joe's
wait.
gonna take it. So the Redskins, the football team, you put it in swear jar there. But the football team is 29th in points allowed, 31st in yards allowed, 29th in passing yards, 26th in rushing yards allowed, only 2 takeaways and 6 sacks in 3 games. They are legitimately bad, like one of the worst defenses in the league. I think that would even out a little bit, but this is not good. So, I mean, I didn't expect to see Daniel Jones. One thing, Daniel Jones going, but also nobody had really gotten going against the Buffalo. Josh Allen hadn't gotten going. That wouldn't be the defense that I thought would get going that wouldn't be the defense I thought that Allen would get going against, especially with kind of a suspect offensive line. But that was last year's Josh Allen. So I don't know. We got a couple of headlines to slam it through over here. Your team, they blew it again. Shanahan, even if he only even 35 seconds, he can't even hold the lead. But I thought, I don't fault coaches at the end of the game. There was a little bit of that in the Chiefs and Chargers game, but I don't fault coaches for not running out all the time when you need a touchdown because getting a touchdown is a tricky thing. But if you're inside the 10 and you got a good quarterback on the other side of the ball, I'm not going to snap the ball at 12. That's simple Madden stuff. You can't snap the play clock at 12 seconds. You just can't do it. With 3 timeouts? Come on, man. What are y'all doing?
Ryan Clark said something I thought was interesting today on ESPN. I was looking at it when I was working out, but it was just a closed caption. But he made a reference about Aaron Rodgers basically being Jordan and how we didn't have a Jordan, so we couldn't play that kind of game, and that's why we lost. And I was like, that completely makes sense, man. Like I have no defense for either coach, honestly, on how they managed the game in the last like 3 series. I thought it was just awful on both sides. I ranted about it this morning. LaFleur literally did the same shit that Aaron Rodgers complained about the year before. Yeah. And like I said, honestly, they could have and should have lost the game just off of that play call. Honestly, they got lucky enough, though, fortunate enough to be back in that position.
Defense super, so like extra solid.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. What was going on.
But as you noticed on Sunday when your brother proclaimed him to be the next Bill Walsh or the best thing since Bill Walsh or whatever.
That is right.
I stayed.
Yeah, you were very quiet. You were very quiet.
Very quiet.
Great schemer, but sometimes the game management stuff is a little dicey. I don't know if you saw this or not, but somebody let David Letterman, of all times, let him in the opening presser. Somebody let David Letterman in the opening presser, and he asked KD why he's called KD. The first time I didn't catch it was Letterman's voice, and most people didn't. But then the second time I was like, oh, that's David Letterman. And KD was his normal pissed off self and didn't get the joke.
Yeah, I was telling I told my wife about that earlier. I was like, man, Kevin Durant is the absolute worst person to do these types of things with because he's so serious in times when you're supposed to be like light, like a mood, like joking. And then it's times when you would expect somebody to be serious that he's joking. So it's just kind of weird. But like if he's the subject of the joke, he ain't laughing.
He hasn't gone on. He's been in the league long enough to gone on Dave's show, I would think. Like
I don't think so.
Or maybe not, but he's been. I mean, Dave ain't been gone that long. KD's been around a long time. They usually let a young superstar, go on the night shows and stuff.
Yeah,
he even had.
He probably would have been Jimmy Fallon.
Maybe. But he had Thunderstruck and stuff. So I would think, but I'd have to look that up. Ben Simmons doing what Ben Simmons does, touting definitely the PAB of the Week award. He won't go. Embiid and other people have tried to get him to go, and he refuses to go. Man, I'm so tired of Ben Simmons. And I try to defend him because he's a very talented player, but his mental game is just ridiculously terrible.
Bro, people are really coming to like there's something wrong with today's NBA, man. Players like DeAndre Jordan and Ben Simmons are not the type of people that you camp outside their house, or lock them
They
in
are
the
not.
room to try to get them to re-sign with your team. Like they're just
Let him
not,
go. If
bro.
he don't want to come, let him go. Let him be. I wouldn't be begging him. I think they feel bad because they threw him under the bus because they after that series. But I mean,
he deserved that.
I mean, he deserved. If anybody ever deserved, he deserved it.
Passed up a dunk. Like,
there's no excuse. You should be traded on the spot.
I can't defend that. I can't defend you when we playing in an elimination game and you just passing up open looks like a foot from the basket. I'm sorry, bro. If you was like 5, if you was Isaiah Thomas's size, then I might give you a pass. But you like 6'10", my guy. What are we doing? So I applaud Embiid for being sincere and wanting to come through for his teammate and ask his teammate to talk to him. I applaud the Philadelphia organization for at least going this far. Hell, they even had a sad-ass press conference with Doc Rivers basically talking about him like it was his only son.
Yeah, he really did.
I applaud.
If he only talked about Austin that way, I think they had a relationship. But anyway.
It's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. All right, folks, I do believe that's it. Cowboys are driving. Let's see where we can pull this out. Before we go, none of those dudes wanted to take a bet. Back in the old days, people would take a gentleman's bet. I said, I was just gonna say $50, man. I'm not gonna give you a damn number. I'm not a book. And plus, it was like we're home 3.5. 2.5 to 3. They're saying these days is home field advantage. That's a decent bet. But no Eagles fan. But they control if they win. But no Eagles fans wanted to take me up on the bet.
Hey, like I said, it was a whole different energy when they beat the damn Falcons by 30. I had people lining up to take a bet against the 49ers. And then after they got humbled, it wasn't even like they got destroyed. They got beat by 5?
Yeah,
they don't want no part of Dallas. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just very disappointed. But hey, everybody, look for the stuff to come out. Support the brand. Try to share it more. We got Alan's recap show. We got the Daily Fantasy Show. Of course, this is You Got a Minute Fan podcast. We also just want to get some support out there for the NFL Kickoff Show. I think 4 or 5 years running we've been doing this, so we have a good time with it. You got anything you want to plug before we go?
Yeah, man. Get it while it's hot, no homo. But my NFL gambling podcast right now, I'm 62% on the year.
Hey.
And I gave out early list last Thursday and went 6-3. So, and it was 2 money line wins in that with the Saints and the Falcons. So yeah, ride the wave, man.
All right, folks. This has been Optimus Prime and I guess I'm Megatron and Starscream.
Ashley's really a chick.
Support the brand.
Really a chick.